Hello, and welcome to my project. Uh, you may have, some of you, if you've watched a couple of my other videos, may recognize this is a Babington burner that I created for a furnace for my pole barn. Well, unfortunately, I had to sell the pole barn. Most of the furnace parts are stowed away, but I occasionally use this for smelting aluminum. Now, you'll see I have a vessel here with some homemade refractory. Needs a little bit of repair, I admit. But we have our preheating coffee maker filled with oil. And the oil, this thing doesn't get hot enough to get to a flash point. And all leads up to a 5-gallon tank. We're going to be pouring a couple of melts today. This one right here is some aluminum that has steel mixed in, or just really old. So we want to get the aluminum off of those rotors and just clean up. This is a piece of an old hoist that I had. This piece of metal was in and out of the water for at least 40 years. If anybody tells you that aluminum can't rust, well, it can. It just takes a really long time. This over here is fins off a AC A-frame unit at our office. It went bad. I kept it, and most of it is not getting smelted. This, however, all of this is contaminated with rust. So I want to remove that, just to make it more saleable. Alright, we've got the burner going. Making a pretty nice spiral flame in there. Word of advice, make sure all your valves are on. I spent a couple of minutes trying to get this thing to light before I realized that the valve up there was shut off. Anyway, let's see if we can zoom in and get a good look at the bulb there. Alright, give me a minute, and I'm going to prepare the crucible. Okay, we have our crucible ready. This crucible is a camping propane tank that I've cut the top off. When you're doing that, make sure you've gotten all the propane out of it. Typically, you'd want to get it in water, then you got to figure out a way to get the water in it. I used the drill underwater. That way, sparks couldn't ignite. Okay, we're going to put this in. I'll turn it back on when we've got some melting going on. Okay, I've been in it a while. I've actually put more in there. Zoom in, maybe you can see the inside of the crucible at the bottom is red hot. And it's starting to melt this stuff. So I had to put more in. I don't want it being too little in there. Otherwise it starts oxidizing. I did put the top on. Problem is, when the top is on, this thing smokes. So that's another reason why I don't like. Can't seem to find a good enough oil setting to keep it from smoking too much. I'll check back in a few minutes. Anyway, I'm about to take this off, as I could see in there that the metal's almost totally melted. And we're going to skim off the junk that's on the top. Give me a second here. Okay, I'm about to try to skim the stuff off. There's actually quite a bit of garbage in there. I'll turn this down. It's very hard to... I used to have a spoon. I seem to have misplaced it. So I'm using the best I can here. You can see that silver. That's the pure aluminum. It's too dangerous to be holding this and doing it at the same time, so I'll show you after I'm done. Okay, so I did the best I could. I'll pour it out into one of these tins. There we go. I'm going to just leave that to cool normally. Although I do have a kind of a fun thing. Put water on it to cool, and you can see you see the water do really weird things. It's all boiling off. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope this was a little instructional. This is not an ideal pour. But you kind of get the idea. So anybody wants to point out what I'm doing wrong, I pretty much already know. Thank you. Thanks for watching.